Mom rage can affect anyone, including parents who have never before had issues with anger, anxiety, or depression. Feelings of mom rage are also often followed quickly by strong feelings of shame and guilt. There isn't just one cause of mom rage. Instead, there may be a range of factors that may contribute to these angry feelings. Feelings of anxiety and overwhelm can play a major role in developing mom rage. For example, mom rage became more common during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdowns. Many parents had to transition to working from home, often while simultaneously homeschooling. Meanwhile, parents may have been concerned with potential layoffs, economic hardships, and the very real fear of illness. Mom rage also signaled gaps in support systems, including from partners, from family and loved ones, and society as a whole. Parenthood is a tough job, and even in today's world, the bulk of labor and responsibilities necessary for running a household and raising kids often still falls on the female identified parent. Mom rage can be complex and may be caused by a combination of factors such as stress, financial strain, lack of or insufficient child care, marital discord and relationship problems, physical changes after pregnancy, hormonal fluctuations, sleep deprivation, burnout, and unmet emotional needs. In general, mom rage isn't typically a one-off event either. Instead, it's a persistent or chronic feeling that can linger under the surface, making you feel on edge or prone to snapping, yelling or screaming at the slightest provocation. Constant triggers. Everyday things can turn into a trigger for mom rage, like your baby taking a shorter nap, a toddler throwing food, or your 7-year-old making strange or silly noises. Mom rage, which is also sometimes called maternity rage or maternity anger, isn't an official psychological diagnosis. Rather, mom rage is a name given to a common and very real feeling of intense anger or rage many moms or parents may sometimes feel. Mom rage is a phenomenon in which moms experience intense anger that is unexplained, intense, and often very destructive to their daily lives. Mom rage can affect anyone, including parents who have never before had issues with anger, anxiety, or depression. Feelings of mom rage are also often followed quickly by strong feelings of shame and guilt. Communication is key. Now, this relates to every relationship, everywhere, every day, no matter what. However, the inability to encode specifics alongside filtering information at your own discretion, if that's the case, who will ever be on the same page as you? Or even ineffectively expressing yourself because you simply can't find the words? Who would know? Who could ever know? Which led me to Coursera, in which I received a certificate for time management and organization, so they are very much so credible. What is effective communication? Skills for work, school, and life. Many of us communicate with people every day, whether in person or on the countless digital platforms available to us. But how much of our communication actually reaches the intended audience or person the way we hoped? Effective communication requires us to be clear and complete in what we are trying to express. Being an effective communicator in our professional and personal lives involves learning the skills to exchange information with clarity, empathy, and understanding. In this article, we'll define what effective communication looks like, discuss its benefits, and offer ways to improve your communication skills. What is effective communication? Effective communication is the process of exchanging ideas, thoughts, opinions, knowledge, and data so that the message is received and understood with clarity and purpose. When we communicate effectively, both the sender and receiver feel satisfied. Communication occurs in many forms, including verbal and nonverbal, written, visual, and listening. It can occur in person, on the internet, on forums, social media, and websites, over the phone, through apps, calls, and video, or by mail. For communication to be effective, it must be clear, correct, complete, and concise, and compassionate. We consider these to be the 5 C's of communication, though they may vary depending on who you're asking. Okay. While the effectiveness of communication can be difficult to measure, its impact is hard to deny. According to one study, surveyed companies in the United States and United Kingdom with at least 100,000 employees lost $62.4 million per year on average due to poor communication. On the flip side, companies led by effective communicators had nearly 50% higher total returns to shareholders over companies with less effective communicators at the helm. Benefits of effective communication. Verbatim. The benefits of communication effectiveness can be witnessed in the workplace, in an educational setting, and in your personal life. Learning how to communicate well can be a boon in each of these areas. In the workplace, effective communication will help you manage employees and build teams, grow your organization more rapidly, and retain employees, benefit from enhanced creativity and innovation, build strong relationships, and attract more opportunities for you or your organization. In your personal life, effective communication can lead to improved social, emotional, and mental health, deeper existing connections, new bonds based on trust and transparency. New bonds based on trust and transparency. Mozzie, turn that off, please. Mommy's recording. Better problem solving and conflict resolution skills. Say it with your body. In face-to-face conversation, body language plays an important role. Communication is 55% nonverbal, 38% vocal, tone and inflection, and 7% words. According to Albert M., a researcher who pioneered studies on body language, up to 93% of communication then does not involve what you are actually saying. Positive body language is open. Your posture is upright, receptive. Your palms are open. You lean in when speaking or listening and nod encouragingly. Negative body language can include biting your lip, nervously looking bored, crossing your arms, putting your hands on your hips, or tapping your foot impatiently. Now, these are some ways to improve our communication skills, and I just simply relate it to emotional intelligence, which in layman's terms, or just simply to me, it's only evaluating the other person and understanding where they may be coming from without actually knowing, taking into account several other factors. Consider your audience. Who are you communicating with? Make sure you are aware of your audience. Those you intend to communicate with may differ from those who actually receive your messages. Knowing your audience can be key to delivering the right messages effectively. Their age, race, ethnicity, gender, marital status, income, education level, subject knowledge, and professional experience can all impact how they will receive your message. Practice active listening. Active listening is the practice of giving your full attention in a communication exchange. Some techniques include paying attention to body language, giving encouraging verbal cues, asking questions, and practicing non-judgment. Before executing your communication, be sure Be sure to consider your audience and practice active listening to get to the heart of their needs and desires. This way, you can improve your communication as a counselor, social worker, marketer, professor, colleague, or friend. Make your message as clear as possible. Once you have successfully identified your audience and listened to their intentions, needs, and desires, you may have something to communicate. To do this effectively, turn to the 5 C's of communication to ensure your message is clear, correct, complete, concise, and compassionate. Use the right medium or platform. Using the right medium or platform to communicate matters. Effective communication requires you to consider whether you need to meet in person or if Zoom would suffice. Is your message casual enough to use WhatsApp, or would a formal email be more effective and thorough? If you are catching up with a friend, do you two prefer to talk on the phone or via old-fashioned letters? Whatever you choose should be intuitive and appropriate for you and your current situation. The severity of the issue should always determine how we contact or connect.